Tonight on Beyond the Music, we'll learn how three young men came together and changed the course of music history. Their story is one of drive, determination, and dozing off. This is Beyond the Music, the Narcoleptics. In the fall of 1981, three high school students, Nigel Seeley, Angus Marks, and Barry Feathers, were brought together with only two things in common: a rare disorder and the love for music. Together they proved perseverance and dedication could triumph. They formed what would ultimately become a trio of rock legends.
Working with the band is just great. I believe personally, just because we have such a connection together, because we have, like, you know, the narcolepsy, you know, it really brings us closer together as a band.
You know, I had a lonely childhood growing up with narcolepsy because people just don't understand. That's why it was such a blessing to me when I met up with Nigel and Angus in high school. In fact, we met in detention because we were always in trouble for dozing off in class, but again, people didn't understand.
We've been working on this album for, I don't know how old am I now? Anybody? I don't know. Hopefully we'll get the thing out. Keep on falling asleep. I've broken 9 drum kits falling into the stupid things because I keep on dozing off.
So I was up in Cleveland, and these guys were in California doing bed and breakfast tours, and I drove my little Datsun from Cleveland to California to see these guys.
One thing about the music, man, it's just the short time that they play, it's just they really speak to you. It's really powerful stuff when you agree.
I'm not trying to cut in anything, but let me give you my taste on what type of music is. Music gets right to the point. It's short. You know, it's got that sense of urgency, you know, it's got that BAM factor, you know what I mean? Like, fast and all of a sudden, BAM, there's the song, you know what I mean?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was your sister. You happen to be twins. Who knew? And I know.
They took them, I think it took them around 5 years to finally put their first song together.
And when I see you fade!
During the summer of 1993, their popularity had reached an all-time high. But during one of their infamous bed and breakfast tours, something happened that would change the course of rock history. During a show in the small town of Greenville, Illinois, Nigel suffered a narcoleptic episode and collapsed, falling face first into his AKG C1000 microphone. He was impaled upon impact and killed instantly. The other band members watched in horror until they fell asleep. Desperate to fill the void left by the untimely death of rock legend Nigel Seeley, the Narcoleptics turned to the one and only person who could so appropriately fill his shoes: Nigel's own son, Ian.
All the guys in the band are real excited to have Ian on board with us. It was tough when we lost Nigel, but Ian was able to step up to the plate.
I'm so accepted in the band, you know. Taking over from my father was probably the best decision I've ever made, and he was such a great man. You know, he gave his life for his music. It meant so much to him. That's what I've been told. I never really knew him.
We put a lot of effort into this album. 11 hard rocking minutes of pure unadulterated hard rock.
What began as three high school students who shared a disorder now share a place in rock history. Angus Marks, Barry Feathers, and Ian Seeley. This is the Narcoleptics.